Well, joining us now are what I would call probably the stars of Era One, Darrell and Tina. Both look super comfortable right now. By the way, I just want to say that, like, super comfy fit, super comfy looks. It's been a long time since you've done all of this. Well, welcome to the number one. Welcome to the Right Reality. Thanks, guys, for being here.
Thanks
Thank
for
you
having
for
us.
thinking of us and having us. Yeah.
Listen, honored as a long time fan, and now somebody who just turned 40 a couple weeks ago.
Oh,
I
honey, welcome to the
Happy
better
birthday.
decade. Happy birthday.
Listen, I might have some old people questions I need to get out of the way first. Any tips for turning 40? Are we just going
If you
Ben
start to pee
Gay?
a lot, go get your butt checked. That prostate. That's a good.
That's
That's a good
one. All
one.
right, Darrell, do you
Yeah.
have any?
Yeah, if you feel a kink, don't push through it. That's your body talking to you. You might
There
just
you
want to
go.
ease back and do something different.
Okay. Are we going like, is Ben Gay still the move? Is that what we're all using
Yeah.
at this point?
You need Tiger Bomb, extra strength.
Tiger bomb. Yeah, that's
Tiger
it. Yeah.
Bomb
You've
The
heard
stuff
it
that
here
will burn
first.
your skin off. It's
or
good
Deep
stuff
Blue.
for your muscle. The muscle.
Deep Blue or something too. That one's pretty good.
Roll your body out. Rolling.
Listen, when you get
Oh,
the
oh, and if you're active, make sure you get massages. Okay, you need
Massages are
massages.
huge.
You need
Huge.
massages, but if you're married, you can't get them.
No, that's
Okay,
bullshit.
you can't get
Sorry.
massages if you're married.
See, that made me so mad because if that's the case, I have been up and down this whole world with massages everywhere. So my husband must hate me because I get massages from everywhere. And I don't care if it's a dog, girl, cat, boy.
massages are massages. Love is love, you know?
You love is love, baby.
Yeah. All right, guys. So Era One, you guys come in, absolutely decimated at this point, leading into this elimination that we just saw. How did
Yeah.
you guys feel when you got there? Was there like, did you all look at each other and were like, we got this? Or was there any sort of sense that this might be a little bit of an uphill battle? Let's see how this goes.
I think that the only era that was actually crazy excited to see each other was us. It was era one, to be
Yeah.
honest with you. We were so excited. We couldn't wait. We were, chomping, biting our nails to see each other and play this game together. So I would think that, and I feel like a lot of the other eras might have seen that as a threat. How we had camaraderie.
I think the other eras were actually thought we were the best era too, as we did too. But obviously,
Well, they would
I don't
always
know
come
what the
into
hell.
our room. They would always want to be in our room because we had such good vibes in there.
Yeah. Although era two did have a stacked female cast, but overall, all around, I think we thought we were the best era, especially just from experience. The experience
Well, we
plays a
were the
lot.
best era.
Yeah, but I mean, I thought we were going to be dominating, and we didn't. We can't win a damn challenge.
Well, you can't dominate when you have three teams making sure that you don't dominate. It's power of numbers.
Yeah.
Was there a sense that when, like, in the dailies, that it was always like, we have to win or we're going to get
Yeah.
picked off?
Yes.
Like, at a certain
Yes.
point, you just
Every
knew
single
everyone
day.
was coming, right?
Yes. Every
Oh,
single
yeah.
day. We had a hope and a prayer. I mean, but when you play enough of these, you kind of see how the tide is.
There was maybe once or twice. I'm trying to remember. I just knew that if we didn't get last, we had a chance. But other than that, for the most part, we knew we were going in
Yeah.
if we didn't win.
They were playing smart.
So that's what I was going to ask. Did you feel like this was, hey, they have the most experience, they look like they're the most together in terms of like the team partnership, this is the move we have to make and get them out as soon as humanly possible, or we're going to regret it later? Or was this just something else like, okay, well, they've lost the numbers first, let's just keep picking them off until we clear one team all the way out of here?
I feel like that's what it went to.
A little bit of both, combination of both. Yeah, but once they saw us losing, they was like, "Let's get them while they're low."
Yeah. The chum's already in the water. They smell blood.
And it didn't help. Like I said, it's not like we were getting last every time. So if we're not winning, how can we repay you?
Correct.
We're never going to have any power if we're not
Right.
winning.
So we were just,
Well, in this last episode we just saw, you guys did not come in last, but yet you were still thrown in and made to deal with it. Tina, I want you to, on a scale from 1 to 10, how much did you enjoy laying into Jordan? Because that was honestly fun to watch, and I would like to formally request from this episode, Kara's roast of everyone and the entire raw footage of you just leaning into Jordan for what I assume was probably 4 to 7 hours.
When did she lean into Jordan? I missed it. Damn it.
You took a nap. You put your headphones in. You're like, I'm taking a nap.
Yeah, you needed.
Oh, I did hear it. I did hear you yelling. It was in the locker room where the lockers were. Yes, I did have my headphones on, but I did hear her
because Jordan
yelling.
tries to bullshit me, and I get so frustrated. I'm like, no, and then he gets louder, and he thinks if he gets louder that he's going to prove his point better. It's no, Jordan. I'm listening to what you're saying, not how you're saying it, and you're talking a bunch of shit.
This is after they already said
he
it.
was trying to make me feel better about the vote, and I was like, don't bullshit me. I know where this is coming from and why it's coming. So him lying to my face, that's the only problem I have. But I don't like fighting with Jordan at all. He's actually a really sweet guy. So when I was fighting with him, he saw how pissed off I was mad because I was mad.
Got it.
Kind of thing.
So you enjoyed it, but only slightly.
No, I didn't enjoy it.
Okay.
I didn't enjoy it. It was nice. He gave me the opportunity to take out a lot of frustration on him, which was nice.
Yeah, he kind of it appeared that he just kind of sat there and like listened to you almost like a therapist. Like, I'll be here. You can just yell at me. It's fine. We got this.
Well, he was sweet because he knew that I was upset, and he talked to me. He talked with me through it. And yes, I did raise my voice, but it obviously, you saw Darrell was like, I missed it. He was in the other room. Like, it wasn't like that. It was like, Jordan, I'm mad. Yeah. You know, we could have gotten way louder and it could have gotten way heated, but Jordan and I have a mutual respect with each other. And I didn't want to, it doesn't need to go there. It doesn't need to go there.
Understood. Another thing I want to ask here, Darrell, on this podcast, we are all about learning and growing. All about learning and growing. We're about manifesting because we're hot. Hot people can manifest stuff for yourself.
Is that right?
Listen, we are of the thought process that if you're hot, you don't need to manifest. You can just ask for things because you're hot. You don't have to be like, oh, I wish I would get this. No, you're hot. You can ask for stuff. That's how this world works. It's how it's always worked. So you can manifest, but you can also just ask. So, but we're about learning and growing on this podcast.
Can you Venmo me $500?
I can't manifest that. I'm not hot enough. So
if I flash a boob and I ask for $500,
it's called OnlyFans. It's a whole website about manifesting.
There you go.
I mean?
There you go.
Theory has been proven.
Yeah. I mean, you could be ugly on OnlyFans. You ain't gonna get no money.
Dude,
you know what I mean?
Just show that boob, or just show your toes or your feet or something.
Just cut the
head off.
First rule of those photos is never show your face.
That's right. Especially if it goes online.
Yeah, just get a fake one. No one's going to know the difference.
No.
But Darrell, you jumped off this building, which, full disclosure, completely shocked. Honestly, completely shocked.
So proud.
What was the thought process where you're like, this is finally the one where I'm doing this? Well, we had seen you not do it before, and I was like, oh, they kind of had a clip of you a collection of clips before that where you were not going to do it. And I was like, my guy did it. Look at him.
Yeah. I don't know, man. I was tired of losing and I really wanted to win. And I knew we had a good shot. I think that's mainly what it was. Desperation. And I wanted to win. I was tired of losing. Era one, we hadn't won one. And what's so crazy about it is I've always said there's a couple things that I can't do. It's like, one is jumping out of a plane. Not saying I wouldn't, but it would just be really hard, or running and having to jump off of something.
Right.
Like what possesses you to run and jump?
Yeah.
When you're way up in, I just don't get it.
Into a void.
Yeah. Man, I know you have a harness, but still just something about it. I feel like my body wouldn't work. But it was able to work, although my legs were going out. They got a little heavy. I didn't feel them. They were a little numb at times. I had to keep trying to jump to wake them up. Because I felt like they were just going to give out on me, lactic acid.
Yeah, because they turn into noodles. I see they turn into noodles on you.
So
you can't do anything about it.
I just had to try to block it out, and I managed to do it.
I know.
Can I picture myself doing that again? No.
One time only.
I'm surprised you didn't pee nor poop yourself on that one, because a normal person would, as fearful as you are with those heights.
All I knew is run, grab the two flags, and then I just closed my eyes. That's all I did.
Yeah.
And then I thought they left me out there for a minute. I thought something happened to Derek because his leg or something, and I'm just dangling because I wasn't moving for the longest time.
We were hustling.
Well,
Okay.
no, actually, no. At first, I was moving, then all of a sudden there was a break, and I was like,
Oh
"Shit!"
yeah, we needed a break. We needed to
And
take
I
a
was like,
break.
"PJ just gonna leave me out here," and I'm hearing sirens, and I'm like, and I looked down for a second. I was like, "Oh hell no, y'all don't come get." That's when I started crying. I don't know if it was a real cry or what. I was just like,
Shut up.
I'm thinking about an earthquake about to happen. All kind of shit could go wrong right now.
You saw sirens. You're like, somebody's dead.
They're going to take care of the medical emergency before they get to me.
Oh man.
Absolutely incredible. Well,
Yeah, you're going to be dangling off the side of that building all day because it's a 7-hour resuscitation.
I did have an adrenaline rush after. Even when we got on the bus after, I was still like I was up and alive. It felt weird.
Buzzed.
It was a weird feeling.
Yeah, isn't that the buzz that you feel after you get that adrenaline rush? I'm not that afraid of heights anymore, but I even talk about that challenge as one of the biggest mind warps I've ever had to go through, to consciously make the decision to jump off of a perfectly good building.
It seems like a crazy thought process
traffic.
to do, to actually
it's the mind, physically, and to actually make your body do it, because Darrell's legs won't work. Like we make it look easy, but it really is just a mind mess. And I think that's why a lot of us OGs are not shook, because we can we're sick like that, maybe. Roadies, us road rulers, we'll be like, yeah, give it to me. Let's try it.
Yeah, whatever. I'm going to do this.
Yeah, let's try it.
So we got to this elimination, and unfortunately both of you guys lost. Darrell, the question for you is, how many times does that number run through your head? And anytime you're at a beach and you start clearing sand to build anything, are you going to have awful, awful flashbacks? Because I'm screaming, I'm like, my guy's got it. He's the first one out. Just times it by 2. And you're cleaning. And I was like, what is going on?
I know.
What is going on?
He took several swipes.
Man, I got out first, and then I panicked. I had the number in my head. I looked at it. I think because I had it wasn't that much of a big lead because he came right out after me. But I was like, let me make sure I do it right. And in my head, for some reason, I thought it was 20 or like 22. But it was only 2. You could do that in your head. I just panicked. And these eliminations or challenges, as soon as you have like a brain fart, that's it right there. I had a Josh moment because I was fine the whole other time until that point. And then I don't know, I just went blank for a second, like an idiot.
Yeah, that happens.
Yeah.
Tina, how many? I mean, it looked like you guys you and Michelle both went back through a couple times. Do you remember how many times?
No, I don't remember how many times that we went through that sucker.
Probably like 2 or 3, at least
2 or 3.
Maybe 3. I think at least 3.
Each one of us 2 or 3.
Yeah, 2 to 3.
Yeah. And when Tina, for you, when you heard the horn go off there, did you feel like you maybe like missed an opportunity because she missed? It wasn't like the first time through and you both went back through, or did you lose the numbers when you came out the first time?
Okay, so going through, I was struggling with the numbers, remembering one number from the next. I do suffer from ADD, and I have to be able to see the numbers for me to do math. We weren't provided anything to write down, and you can't get on the sand. I can't see the numbers and do how I used to do it.
Yeah.
So, and then every time I would go into the sand and try to start writing numbers, I was being yelled at that I couldn't do it, that I couldn't use the sand. Okay, so I was just frustrated. It wasn't. It was, sometimes it works and sometimes it doesn't. And that day I was also on a bunch of antihistamines. I'm not saying it's an excuse, but it's definitely, it was a factor of how quick my brain was working that day.
I can imagine. So
it was a bad day. I was exhausted. I was ran down at that point. And she struck when I was ran down. She strategically placed herself in that position, and it was a good spot for her to go into to further herself in the game. And she's lucky. There's a lot of luck in this. Yes, there's a lot of luck.
There's always luck involved,
always.
Luck, or some might say payment to whoever puts nails in the wall. This is a safe space. Nobody listens to this podcast. So exactly how much did you pay to have the fake nails in there?
Oh my
Or
God.
was it, maybe another form of payment? Who knows? I don't want to start any rumors because, again, nobody listens to this podcast.
I could get further in this game by giving favors out. Don't you think I would win more? All right.
Obviously.
So, no, I wish that was fair and square. And I am not the favored one in that elimination. And probability 1 in 4 boards going towards me if they wanted it towards me. Yeah, the probability, possibility. There's some people who aren't good with these kind of facts and figures. I just so happen to be better at them. No, it was even Steven throughout. We had to flip a coin for each one of our boards. My nails were just as seated in there as hers. There was no difference in the boards. That was all me, baby.
Okay, so I have to ask then.
That's called manifestation.
Manifesting.
Manifestation.
There we go. Did you know that technique would work? Have you done that before? Or was that just like your body just took over and was like, here we go?
Well, I looked at him and then the first one I pulled out, you see, I normally pull it out like a normal to see how far it was seated into the wall. It was in there. So I was like, okay, it's going to take a lot of force for me to pop these suckers out. So when I did the first row, I used the claw of the hammer and I tried to go down and I was like, okay, this can work, except for the bottom 2 rows. They bent. And that's when I learned, keep it close to the wall.
Got it.
So then that's when I took the side of the hammer and I just started scraping those up and down.
I don't even remember. I could have sworn you just scraped all of them down.
Well, majority of them I did. Yeah, majority of them I did. Well, because I went down and a lot of them bent. And I was like, okay, so if I bend it that way, I need to go exact opposite direction so I can, like the nail is in there. So I bent it this way, right? So then you could bend it this way and you just knock them out and then they just fall out. Yeah. They'll just fall out. Yeah. I mean, I've done working. I've taken apart pallets to use scrap wood. Yeah. And all you do is take out nails of scrap wood. So yes, I am very familiar with taking nails out of wood. Because I'm not just a housewife sitting around getting my nails done all day, okay? I am working with hammers and nails too.
Hell.
She goes to Home Depot once a week.
Yeah.
I would rather go to Home Depot than Neiman Marcus, I'll tell you that.
We like that. We respect it. I got 2 final things here real quick for you guys, and we'll let you go. The karma votes. We're not seeing everyone do the karma votes. Do you remember who you gave your highest and lowest scores to? I don't know if that's something you could share. It seems like they're selectively doing it based off how much time they have left in the edit.
I wish I would have did it better. I was too hot at the time, so I gave everybody pretty much the same number. Okay. And I gave Laura a 1.
Okay.
She was the only one.
Okay. She was the only one who got a 1. Okay.
Yep.
Tina, do you remember who you gave your highs and lows to?
I definitely gave bananas a -5. They told me I couldn't do it. And I said, well, I guess you need to switch your parameters because I am not going to put anything else but a -5. It was only because I was mad at him at the time.
Yeah.
I actually like bananas. Rachel, I gave a high score, of course.
Yeah.
She's always been incredible. And then everybody else, I just kind of gave them like 1s and 3s. So that was hot too.
Got it. Final thing now. You guys have been doing this for a hot minute, and we the fans love it, and we love seeing you guys on the show. And there's always this talk about the new batch of people. It's not the same. Blah 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 blue. Is there somebody that you've seen on the show, maybe that's not on a lot, or episodes you've seen or clips that you've seen where you, I don't want to say identify with the most, or maybe see yourself the most in terms of a competitor or the entertainment level they bring? Is there somebody where you're like, like I see that and I respect what that is from whatever aspect you've seen it from?
I mean, I like Horacio, the way he comes to compete. I like Theo too. I think Theo's a good add to the franchise. Kyle was always great. They're funny. They're just funny and they're entertaining.
Theo's a great addition. So is Jenny.
Yeah, Jenny's cool.
Jenny's a fantastic addition.
Yeah, I mean, I wouldn't say I see myself in anybody really.
I don't either.
I think as far as the new batch though, like I like Theo a lot. He's pretty cool. He hasn't done that many seasons.
Theo and Jenny are my 2 standouts to me and for Era 4.
Okay.
Darrell, Darrell, do you think
you got Nerisse, but even Nerisse is good. She's a good player. Even Olivia, because they just what you see is what you get.
Yeah.
Um,
They bring something to the table, and it's something that's special that nobody else can bring.
They're kind of well rounded. They can bring a little bit of
Yeah,
Yeah.
everything to it.
they're
Yeah,
tough enough to be able to handle the rigors of doing the
got it.
challenge.
Got it. Well, that's amazing, Darrell. I don't know if we're gonna get.
oh, Kylan's good too. Sorry,
That's what I was.
Kylan's good
That's
too.
what I was about to
Sorry.
say.
Kyler's
Usually,
good, but he needs to relax that brain a little bit because he puts himself in a pretzel all the damn time.
No, he's good. He's good. Kylan's good too. Can't leave him
I
out.
love Kyler, but yeah, but he overthinks some things.
Well, that's all he does is think. That's why
I
he's a
know he needs to
calculator.
relax and have fun. Kyler needs to learn
Yeah.
how to have fun. Yes.
I mean, it looked like he's having some fun with Naya.
He is
so
having fun.
there's that,
Yeah, he is.
I mean,
And that's
shit,
the
you ain't wrong. Okay, you never mind. You're not wrong.
I mean, when the opportunity strikes, you strike. I saw her in person. She's a tall tree that anybody would like to climb.
Isn't she beautiful?
Just stunning
Isn't she
human being. Yeah.
Stunning.
All
Just
you
stunning.
guys are. All you guys are. I saw you
Oh,
guys
you're
at the
so
LA
sweet.
event. And I'm like, oh my good God. Look at all these stunning human beings.
You see why they put us in rubber trees and then we all look like shit?
Yeah. Yeah. It's like, how can we make them look the least attractive and make
They
them
can
look
definitely
like normal
do
people? Yeah, they do it. Well, guys, thank you so much for your time. I appreciate it. Love you guys very much. And hopefully
Thanks, buddy.
this is one of still very many seasons to come.
I hope to see you again.
all right. Thanks, man. Thanks for the love, man. Appreciate it.
Thank you.